Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joined today from the Fitchburg Senior Center. You'll recognize her from a show we call What's Happening at the Fitchburg Senior Center. Co-host Mandi Miller. Mandi, welcome back to the show, and how are you doing?
Hey, thanks, Jeremy. Well, quite honestly, it's been an interesting couple of days over here. But I'm good. I'm good. We're moving forward. Things are looking up.
They are, and what Mandi is referring to is there's been some changes to the nutrition program at the Fitchburg Senior and basically Dane County with a contract ending pretty quickly or abruptly from Little John's a decision to end with the Dane County nutrition program. So we're here to address kind of how things are moving forward since the announcement was made from Little John's. But first and foremost, for people who aren't familiar with what's going on at the senior centers across Dane County, set them up. Tell them what is the meal programs that we're really talking about here that serve all of the communities.
Right. So, Jeremy, there are several focal points across Dane County for seniors. And at those focal points, we offer social work services. And the other main thing we offer is activities and educational things for seniors. But we also offer meals. And these meals are part of a federally funded, uh, part of the Older Americans Act. Uh, so we feed seniors. We make sure that people who are food insecure or people that are usually isolated have a place to come and meet with friends and have a meal and share in some conversation. So that's going on at all of the Dane County focal points, and Fitchburg is one of them. In addition to that, we deliver meals as well. So on the average, Fitchburg is either delivering between home delivered meals and congregate meals, people coming to the site. We do about 70 meals a day to seniors in the Fitchburg community. So that's a that's a good chunk of meals. That's a good amount of people that rely on food. We help to keep seniors in some sort of level of food security. We don't take that job lightly.
Yeah, it is a very cool operation that I've got to see firsthand with volunteers coming together each and every day to take when the meals are delivered, to prep them, to get them to go their different directions. It's amazing what's happening there. Well, I
Well,
think
and,
that
and you, Jeremy, are one of my volunteers. Jeremy delivers almost once a week for me and is amazing, and people love him.
we're not supposed to talk about Jeremy, but I am glad to help out in the community, and that's why I say seeing it firsthand. You've come to love to appreciate the services that you guys offer there at the senior center, and meals being a big one. And since you are the coordinator of that, we're glad to have you here. So the contract's over with Little John's. I think the question that
Yeah.
everybody wants to know is moving forward is what's happened, and some incredible things have happened, Mandi. That I said in an email to you. You are amazing. Tell us the amazing work that you have set up while we get a new contract in place.
Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, so we will be going back to our old cater consolidated foods, at least for temporary, but not until February 13th. So that leaves us with a few weeks to sort of fumble around and figure out how are we going to feed the people that rely on us for food. So, yep, the call from Little John's was abrupt. We got no notice. So the very next day, we had to come up with a plan. So that plan was the first day we offered shelf stable food for our folks, which means like we offered like a can of soup and granola bars and cheese and just stuff that they could heat up on their own. Um, and then for our folks that came, we had ordered sub sandwiches and had a little sub party. But then, looking forward, we needed to come up with a way that we could continue to feed our population, to continue to feed our seniors. And so I thought it might be a good idea if I could reach out to local Fitchburg establishments, restaurants that have some in the past been really great partners with the senior center, and some new partners. And I thought if I reached out to enough people that the load would be lighter, rather than, call one place and say, "Hey, can you do this for 2 weeks?" That's kind of a lot to ask of one organization or one business. So I started reaching out to several businesses, and I started with Kim at Oasis Cafe in Fitchburg, which is right across the street from us. And Kim has been an amazing partner in the past when we've done drive-throughs during COVID. So I just had a feeling that Kim was gonna hook us up and be able to help. So Oasis Cafe is gonna be picking up one of the days of the week to help us get food to seniors. And then I started thinking, I met Caroline at Thirsty Goat, and I thought, well, let's see, maybe Thirsty Goat can help us out. So of course they came through right away. Carolyn called me back and very graciously is going to hook us up with some food for another day during the week. We thought about actually Michael Zimmerman in our economic development department thought about Quick Trip, which I just don't think about Quick Trip, but we have a brand new Quick Trip, and they have these um, heat and serve meals that are ready. And so I reached out to the manager there, Corey, and he was more than happy to hook us up. So we just today we sent out heat and serve meals for today and tomorrow to our home delivered meal clients. We'll be doing this. We'll be going back to Quick Trip to pick up more heat and serve meals next week and perhaps the week after. So it just like an enormous amount of meals, like 60 meals they were able to let me purchase, and just it's just been amazing. And then I reached out to Danny at Benvenuto's, and let me tell you that just awesome, just so many awesome people I came in contact with, so many people sending me messages saying, wow, you have a lot on your plate. Is there anything I can do to help? Would a donation help? And of course, donations help. Um, so I reached out to Danny at Benvenuto's and met with her yesterday afternoon. And Benvenuto's is more than happy to hook us up. So they're going to be hooking us up with spaghetti and meatball meals on Fridays. So that's another day of the week that we got covered. So I just had that one day left. And I'm like, well, if I can't get anybody, I'll figure something out. Maybe we'll do shelf stable meals, soup, cans of soup. I don't know. But then Tara from Great Dane got back to me, and Great Dane is going to come up with a menu. I'm not sure what it is, but they're coming up with a menu that is more appropriate for our population. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you guys make for us. We'd love to have a protein, a starch, and a vegetable. That's really all I'm looking for. So Great Dane is now on board too. So between Oasis, Quick Trip, Thirsty Goat, Benvenuto's, and Great Dane, we are set. We are set until Consolidated Foods can take back over the nutrition account with the county, at least temporarily. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I'm just so grateful for the community support in these community businesses that have really stepped up. They wouldn't have to do this. It's, not really in their wheelhouse to design senior meals or, have me coming to pick up meals a day in advance so I can heat them up for everybody the next day. So it's been amazing.
It
The
is, Fitchburg community and the business community is something else. And yes, we're a little biased because we work here at Fitchburg, but what an incredible job there, Mandi, pulling all of that together. And thank you to all the businesses too who have stepped up. I mean, we could not thank you enough for filling the gap as we work through the situation here. So
yeah,
just kudos to you and to those businesses to step up. You're right though. You don't think of you come to him and say, hey, we kind of need some help making some senior meals. What do you say? And you probably scratch your head like, well, I know I want to help. And I think that's just incredible. So
yeah. So and
kudos to you and the team.
everybody that I talk to, Kim and Caroline, Danny, Tara, Corey, all of them were just so willing to and open to like, well, what do you think? What would work? And just, and I, of course, was just delighted with any help and it just kept saying, I'm so grateful for this help. I mean, today, in fact, we decided for our congregate folks, we ordered pizza from the Glass Nickel in Fitchburg. So we're getting pizza from them today. They don't know our situation, but um, we decided we wanted to, stick with Fitchburg businesses because they have definitely been good to the senior center in the past, and we want to support those businesses. And all of the donations that we receive, whether they're through participant donations or if you want to buy a senior a meal, like anybody could just like send a donation to the senior center to help us with these meals. All of those donations will be going back to Dane County uh, Senior Nutrition Program. So that's where our money goes. I mean, my volunteers are amazing. Volunteers have been stepping up and saying, do you want me to make food? Do you want me to just, do you need money? I'm like, no, just keep coming for your shifts, keep coming to drive. Um, we're getting it figured out.
Say while we're in the spectrum of, we want to help people out, of course, with the Meals on Wheels. While we're in this transition period, people should be aware that we're not going to accept new clients in this meal space while we work through this. Kind of break it
Right.
down for us.
Right. Yeah. So, unfortunately, during this transition, we will not be taking any new reservations. So if you call the senior center and hope to come for a meal tomorrow or next week, uh, we cannot take a new meal reservation. We have many clients that are on a regular schedule. They come Monday through Friday. Their meals are delivered Monday through Friday. Those are the folks that we are serving at this time. Those are the folks that we can afford to serve at this time. Um, we kind of thought maybe if word got out that Benvenutos and Thirsty Goat and Great Dane were sort of catering over here, Oasis Cafe, that people would be like, hey, I like Oasis Cafe. I'm going for a meal. And we just can't do that. We've already given our numbers to those caterers, and those are the numbers of people that are already signed up on a regular schedule with us. So we're not taking new home delivered meal clients at this time, but you can call for a reservation for a meal starting the meal on February 13th, which is a Monday.
Okay. Yep. Check the website. We'll keep you up to date, of course, here on Talking Fitchburg as well. I'm going to plug here at the end for this interview is helping out at the senior center. You can help out in so many different ways. You've heard of the stories of the businesses helping out. There's great volunteers helping out each and every day, prepping the meals, delivering the meals. So because you are the volunteer coordinator, I feel like we may want to just tiny plug there that you can help out in so many different ways, whether it's financial, whether it's volunteering. It's there and it can be done each and every day at the senior center.
Absolutely. I'd be happy to welcome anybody who wants to become a Meals on Wheels driver or someone that wants to help get people to and from their medical appointments, people that are no longer driving. There's a wide variety of things, and I'm also very open to you creating your own volunteer experience. If you have a talent or a gift or you're knowledgeable about something and you want to give a lecture, like I'm totally down. I'm totally open to seeing what you might want to offer seniors in the Fitchburg community. So yeah, just give me a call. My number is 270-4293.
There you go. FitchburgWI.gov. You can learn more from the senior center for the meal program. And if you got any questions, Mandi's your contact. Give her a call. Mandi, thank you so much for jumping on and doing this real quick. And thank you to you and everybody there at the senior center, volunteers and more, for the continued work you do each and every day.
Absolutely. It's what's in our hearts. This is what we do. So we're here to serve.
And
Thank
now
you.
give me the world famous peace out. I mean, that's your ending to, what's happening.
Absolutely. Out and see you here. Bye, everybody.